Love your enemies. Gandhi and Jesus, who is God, said that. Well, if you really think about that, it's not a very wise thing to do, is it? Why? Because the enemy will continually attack, but not only will they continually attack the one who loves them, but they'll do it worse. So, actually, that's being victim-minded. Oh, I'll love my enemy. My enemy who is mean to me, I'll love them. Then they'll attack me more. You give them room. See, that's the whole problem. Can't get close to anybody. You keep your friends at a distance. No closeness. Are family close? Is any family close? Not really, if you're honest. Your worst enemies are in your household, not kid-friendly. Matthew 10:36. What most churches, what most pastors can't even bother saying. I challenge Joyce Meyer to say her opinion about your worst enemies are in your own household. I'll answer that for her because they know you the best. Because they know everything about you. And that's what your enemy wants to know about you. To keep you down. To keep on attacking you with fucking insults over and over and over and over and over again and again and again and again. And what is the absolute worst insult? How great your enemies are. How lovely they are. After they traumatized you to death and made you want to die over and over and over and over and over again. What does the victim? How does the victim survive? Their insane abuser brainwashing them? They only exist. They can only try to exist on autopilot. They can only walk and eat like Melody is out there walking around downtown Lancaster. She is on autopilot. This is what victims do. This is what abusers do to their victims. They are on autopilot. They don't know what's going on because of their abuser. They are on autopilot, so they can't take anything in. Like even a TV show, especially a movie, because the movie's too long. But even anything, okay, you can't watch anything. You're on autopilot. You can't take any little conversation. I mean, you're just a yes man. Yeah. Like Jerry Springer was on the streets with a homeless person. I think it's December 1st, 1999. He went to a shack. He gave him a radio. Here's some money for a radio. Your radio doesn't work. Then he's in the streets with 2 kids. The little 10-year-old girl is on autopilot. They all heard a gunshot. Jerry Springer, the other kid, and the 10-year-old girl. He asked the boy, well, what do you think of that? Well, I think of it as like a TV show. It didn't happen right here, right now, but it happened like in the movie, the TV show. It's surreal, like, oh my God, we could have got shot. It's only over there. What did the girl who had PTSD, what did the 10-year-old girl say? What did she say? She said, I don't know. Jerry Springer asked her, you heard the gunshot, what do you think? We're in the street, we almost got shot. What do you think, little girl? She said, I don't know. Because she was on autopilot, because she was traumatized too much. So that didn't even sink in. That's what abusers do to their victims. Make them that mentally ill. So they don't even know what's going on. Steal their life completely away from them. Like my life was stolen away from me. And I remember my childhood. And all the brothers like, you remember this, you remember that. Joyce Meyer got mad at her husband, David. You remember, I remember this, I remember that. Well, I had good times with my family. Joyce Meyer was pissed off. She didn't remember her childhood. I don't remember my childhood. Dad, remember this, remember that? No. Barely remember the Easy Bake Oven where I made the fucking, little tiny cake is that much. The icing was twice as much as the fucking little cake. About it. And a baby Dadaway doll. Well, I must have bat that around like my mom batted me around. Oh, little Tara, little honey. Oh, what's the matter with your doll? It's in fucking pieces. Like, the arms and the legs are like, they're in pieces. Like, what'd you do? I did what I was taught to do. I did what I was taught to do, to throw the doll against the wall and smash it. That's pretty good. Okay. Okay, did you have any fun, Tara, as a little girl? Did you have any fun? Yeah, I ate out of the sugar bowl and I was able to put lots of icing on the Easy Bake Oven cake. Yeah. It wasn't cake, it was just sugar. Might as well just been rock candy. And, so yeah. That little girl with Jerry Springer was on autopilot. And Jack Black, I'm sorry, the actor, Red Nose Day, he went to homeless trash dump. People lived in the trash dump. So he spent a whole day with a little boy in the trash dump. A little older than 10, somewhere around 10. Not age. And Jack Black cried. Jack Black cried. So the little boy has. That was, this is what they do. You know what? I'd have respect for a church. If a church would do that, I'd have respect for a church. I mean, how about your own person in your own backyard, like Melody? Oh my God, you can't buy her A hotel? I mean, maybe she'd act like an animal at first, because, just because being outside. Being homeless will cause you to be mentally ill. How can it not? You don't have anything. You're a piece of shit to everybody. So what good? There isn't anything good in your life to smile about. And I'll say her name, Donna, the atheist. I saw her the other day. She's still around. She's like Melody. She doesn't talk to anybody, ignores everybody. Well, maybe she just ignores me. Okay, I'm not sure. She kind of knows who I am. Well, she does know who I am. And she totally ignores me, but I wouldn't know that if she ignores other people and maybe she gets money. So she's like a little bit smarter than Melody, who doesn't talk at all. I don't know. The only thing I know is both women don't talk, and they have the biggest frowns on their face, and they should. They're homeless. Why shouldn't they? It's sad. And no one's there for them. And there's more. And Letitia was mean to my friend the other day, but, I think she's taking bad mental illness drugs. And I don't know her situation. Because she doesn't make sense when you talk to her. So, the only way to try to, pretending like narcissist never made sense. Who gives a fuck about him? I was, he'd be nice to a person. I never gave, the one, I said her name and I shouldn't have. She's homeless. What should be done about her? God, just... these people should be given good food and shit, and, if they act just as bad as pretend a narcissist, throw them in the street with shackles. Who gives a fuck about them? But give them a chance. Give them 6 months and see what good can come out of 6 months of being okay to them. Giving them one meal. You certainly don't need 3 meals a day. Well, whoever came up with that bullshit. All you need is 1 meal. And juice is better than water. Drink your juice. These stupid people. Well, you shouldn't drink that much orange juice. I can drink 10 a day. And that probably will keep me alive. Just shut up. No, well, that's bad for you. How the hell would you know? You're not me. You're not my body. Nobody else can drink as much orange juice as I can, so I don't give a fuck about anybody else. Why would I? I should go on an orange juice, on a grapefruit and orange juice challenge. Oh God, the worst challenge would be drinking prune juice. Oh my God, I did drink a whole thing of prune juice. Can't do that. You little shit. So yeah, that's like a nightmare. Can't drink hot sauce. You little shit. Which is worse? They're both just as bad. 1 container, 12 ounces of hot sauce equals 1 big, huge container, 64 ounces of prune juice. You will shit the same fucking shit. Have diarrhea really fucking bad for at least a damn day. How do I know? I did it. I mean, that's why I'm so healthy. I gave myself my own chemo. I fucking loaded myself up with nutrients. Does anybody else do that? No, and then, rich people, oh my God, I went all the way to the ends of the earth to get the best olive oil. Yeah, well, I'm poor. I can't do that. I have to get cheap-ass olive oil. So I had to drink 10 times as much instead of their little tiny bit today. Well, this is all you have to do. Well, yeah, if you're rich.